Hi everyone, it's Crystal. So today's video is going to be my, I guess, new releases post warm review part one. So basically just gonna, break it up, the new release section, I guess, into two parts, and I'll go over what I thought, how well they performed. So my first one that I was excited to try was almond croissant. Now I know when I smelt the tester and the bar when I first got it, to me I get like a churro kind of scent with almond, and so I have well, it's empty, and this is so good. I don't know if it's necessarily croissant that I smell, but it's definitely like a bakery with sliced cinnamon sugar, but really nice almond scent, like a nice strong almond. It's so good. My whole family loved it. And like if you're not a big fan of bakery, I feel like this would be a good one to like ease your way into it. Something like if you like churro, I feel like you'd like this. Um, Vanilla bean buttercream, sugar cookie. If you like any of those not too complicated bakery scents, because I know sometimes they can add a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this and that and this and that. But this one here is, it's basically like, pastry, like a bakery, maybe I guess I could say a bread with, like I said, slight cinnamon sugar, but a really good almond scent to it. This one here, I would say, personally, I found it stronger than churro. It, how do you say, it lasted really well. And I did, how do you say, it did leave a bit of residue in my dish. I just wanted to note that. Not every, because I went through the entire bar. So only I think one or two cubes left like a little brown residue that I had to scrub out of my dish. That can happen sometimes with, I noticed with scents that are like, have the spices like cinnamon and stuff like that. Sometimes that happens. But what I did want to say is if you like I said, churro, apple butter frosting, if you really loved hazelnut frosting, which was one of those ones that I thought for sure would make it into this year's fall winter catalog, and it didn't, definitely give this one a shot. I highly recommend it. I love it. I would say out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I'm going to review today, I want to say it would be my second favorite or tied for first. That's how good it is. This worked very well in small rooms for me. It worked very well in my open concept. Now, if you don't know, I have my kitchen and my living room. It's open concept. I've got basically 2 warmers spread out in my kitchen and 2 warmers spread out in my living room. And when it's not a powerhouse of a scent, I'll put, 1 cube in every warmer, and that's what I did with this. But it was nice. It was super strong when I did that. Really good. I probably could have gotten away with 1 cube in each room, but then the strength wouldn't have probably been so strong. So almond croissant, highly recommended. I hope they don't get rid of this, and I hope it comes back next year. I was really sad when churro got the boot from the catalog, but I'm glad that they have this one here because now I'm not so sad. So almond croissant, really good, highly recommend it. Next one, wish I could be so excited about this one. This one is apple and oats, and I went through the entire bar of this one. Now, sorry, my foot's itchy. I still get a wet oat smell with some apple, slight cinnamon, but no butter. It's described as like a buttery oats and, with apple. And honestly, when I smell this, I get like slight cinnamon. Yeah, a little bit of apple, but then like wet oats. And now, when I first heard about this, I was expecting this to smell like an apple crisp, that's what I pictured. This is like, I guess, an apple crisp, but no sweetness, like it's missing the brown sugar. Now, to me personally, you add, like alone, I don't like it. I don't like it. My kids didn't like it. Nobody in the house was pretty fond of this. But It is strong and it is long lasting. That's a good thing. Now, will I order this again? Probably not on its own. But what I ended up doing is I ended up mixing this with the almond croissant, and it was fabulous together. So I would love to try this one with like churro, because I feel like it's missing that cinnamon sugar, or even like brown sugar preferably, but maybe that would give it that oomph it needs. That's my personal thoughts. I know everyone else seems to love this one. Personally, no. But when I mixed it, like the two, it was really good. So if I were to get it again, it would be just to mix it, because on its own, I don't like it at all. But mixed together, it gave me, like, this has an almond scent to it, but I think if I were to mix like churro with this, it would give me that apple cinnamon oatmeal scent that I wanted, that apple crisp scent. So that's my thoughts on apple and oats. But it is strong and it is long lasting. So if you don't mind, because like the other thing I said is there's no, to me anyways, no buttery notes to it. It's not like they've done buttery notes, Scentsy, and to me I don't get that. But again, my thoughts. So yay, nay, sorry. So those are my thoughts on those two. Next was Autumn Road Trip. Now this one I still have 3 cubes left. I did want to try it, of course, like, you can tell it's a strong scent on first sniff. So I did try it out. On my main floor, I put just one in the kitchen, one in the living room, and it was enough. Like, you don't need more than that. That's one of those scents that you can do 1 and 1 and you're good. And then what I did was I spread the other 3 out throughout my basement. Since it's more spread out, to see how it did down there. It performed very well in both areas. I personally would not recommend this in a small room, only because I think it's going to just blow you out of there. You're not going to want to go in there. This though, when I smell this, like right away, you smell this, you blindfold someone, you say, smell this. What season do you smell? Fall. First words out of their mouth are going to be fall. I really smell the oak, the wood. I get apple, but I'm guessing it's apple mixed with pear. Like when I smell this, personally, I would guess apple. I wouldn't guess pear, but that's just me. I find I get a slight masculine scent to it. And one of my kids thought it smelled a little like a Christmas tree. To me, if you like First Day of Fall, Cider Mill, Autumn Sunset, any of those classic fall scents, this should be right up your alley. I think you'll really like this. This is really good. Not my favorite fall scent that Scentsy carries, but really good. And I will probably buy this again, especially for the whole, like the whole fall season. Once winter starts, I usually tend to put the fall scents away. Most of them. Some I keep out depending on what it is. But I can see myself buying a couple, 2-3 bars of this and having it in the mix with my other ones. So that's Autumn Road Trip. Highly recommend that one. Really good. Now, I don't like this one. Cloudberry Dreams. Don't like it. Sorry. This is a fruity floral, which I do enjoy fruity florals, but it also depends on the floral. And the floral in this one's a rose, which I don't like. So if you like Simply Rose, you're going to like this one, I think, if you like fruity as well. I can smell from here. I just kind of opened it at a distance and I can smell it really strong. It is sweet, like it's supposed to be peach and vanilla and some kind of berry, I believe. And you can smell the sweet, but to me, the rose overpowers it. Like they say it's a whisper of rose, and I keep saying, no way. No way. To me, this is not a whisper of rose. This is like they took the fruit and dunked it in rose, you know? That's all I get. But if you like fruity florals and you like the rose scent, then I suggest you try it. If you've liked like Welcome Summer, which was a fruity floral, or Picked For You, that was a fruity floral that was available for Mother's Day, you know, give it a shot. But know this, to me anyways, it's highly, highly reeks of rose. So no, I will not be repurchasing this one. But I did go through the whole bar, and the only reason why I went through the whole bar is because I did banish it to my basement to test it out properly. And then I gave some to my mother, and then I gave the rest out and I sampled it out. So there's Cloudberry Dreams. Glad to be done with that one, and I don't want to see it ever again. Sorry if you love it. Last but not least would be Breakfast in Bed. Now when I went through the whole bar as well. Now this one here, it's supposed to be like pumpkin, pastry, blackberry, I think spices. I get that. Like, I get like bakery. I can get the spices, like it's like a dark berry scent. Like, could I pick out black raspberry or blackberry or whatever? No. But I get like a sweet, like a dark berry sweetness mixed with like a pumpkin and like a spicy. Yeah, it's definitely fall. Like this is definitely a fall scent. I mean, could probably get away with it in the wintertime too. I probably would like this. Now, this was a nice red wax. To me, this was strong and it did last a while. I did put it in my open concept 1 cube. Okay, 1 cube in the kitchen, 1 cube in the living room area, and it was strong enough that it smelled great. But I ended up putting that extra cube in each just because I wanted it like in my face. I really wanted to smell it, you know, especially because I was testing it out and trying to really formulate an opinion on it. But even with one in each cube, I don't know, to me, it didn't blow me out of the, like, it wasn't too much to the point where it's gross. Like, you know, like you got to turn a warmer off or whatever. It was still really nice and really lovely with all four on. I really enjoy this scent. I thought I was going to love it more than I do, but I still love it, if that makes sense. And, yeah, to me, if you like winterberry apple tea, if you like pumpkin roll, pumpkin cinnamon swirl, any kind of fall pastry scent, like if you got to try pretty and plum even, I think you would like this. Black raspberry vanilla even, I think you would, you know, if you like that, add in like the seasonings, add the spices and add the, like the pastry side of it, the bakery scent. This is really good. So out of all these 5, for sure, like, okay, if let's say tomorrow was the end of the fall winter catalog, what would go in my club would be almond croissant. Oh, here, I'll show you. I would put almond croissant in my club, and I would for sure put breakfast in bed. Autumn road trip, I would probably just stick to buying a couple bars and having that for the fall season. But I don't tend to put these kind of scents in my my club anyways. But yeah, so for sure, I'll be buying more of these. And this one here, I'll probably buy a couple more. But like I said, just for the fall season, this would go in my club at the end of the season. Because I'd be worried it wouldn't be coming back next year. But I love them both. So those are my thoughts on these first 5 of the new releases. Overall, I felt like with these 5, it got a good sense of like your typical like fall scent with bakeries are very popular with the spices. Like you got a bit of everything there. The other set of 5 has the like the wintry scents and all that, so those will be coming. But that's what I thought for these 5. Tell me, what do you think? Have you tried these ones? Out of these 5, which one's your favorite? Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention just really quickly was breakfast in bed left residue in my dish every single time. I don't know if that bothers you. It doesn't mean like I just scrub it out, but just in case it bothers someone, it did leave residue, and I'm assuming it's because of you know, it's like got that cinnamon and all that in there. Anyways, so let me know what you think of the new releases. What do you love? What do you hate? Hope everyone's having a good day wherever you are, and I'll catch you next one. Bye, guys.